say, yeah, kuyabheda-ke manje. I'm thinking, but anginayo mini lawyer. Personally, I don't even have a lawyer. I've got no money to my name for anyone to represent me when I get to court, because clearly that's the only place we are going. Imagine going to jail because a friend of yours is too full of themselves and brags a lot. Guys, I cannot make this up. We almost, no, we didn't almost get arrested. We got arrested because my friend couldn't keep her mouth shut. She couldn't keep to herself. No, she just had to say, do you know who my father is? Do you know once a person says that? Story time. Let's get into it. The foundation I'm using today is darker, so don't mind that. We will work with it. But guys, listen, let's take this story all the way back. It is festive season, and me and my friends decide that we are going to be going out for dinner, and after dinner we knew that we were going to be doing second location. Now mind you, in my friend group we have friends that come from different classes in life, right? I fall under the middle class, two of us fall under the middle, and then three fall under the extremely rich class. Like they were, yo guys, my friend is extremely rich to a point where like, because like she thinks things should go a certain way and I think things should go another way, but we're friends, we love each other. So now me and the girls decide that we were gonna go and have a dinner at Resource in Rosebank. Now my friend drives a G63, right? Standard. We all knew that she drove a G63 and she loved, guys, she loves that car so much with everything in her. She drives a G63, and that day we had decided that no, we're gonna go get ready at her place. So she lives close to Bezos. We're gonna go get ready at her place, and then we were all gonna go hop into the car and leave with her and go to Bezos and have dinner and then go to our second location. Second location, in fact, we weren't even supposed to go with the car. We had told ourselves that we're gonna go drop off the car and then we're gonna go to second location in case kukhona izinto ezenzakalayo ku second location, you know, if case people get tipsy, in case people take a bit too much to drink. Yeah, so we get to her place and we all start getting ready. It's all vibes, everyone is having a good time, the music is on loud, we are getting ready. We're those type of girls that we don't match, but we'll maybe all wear black, or maybe all wear like white and green, or you know, like something like that. Yeah, so that day we decided that no, we're going to be in black, you know, sigqoke ama short black dresses. The girls are looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. Now we are gonna give my friends names. We're gonna name one Ashley, and we're gonna name the other Brittany, and then we're gonna name the other, I'm trying to give them white names and then we're gonna name the other Leah. So Ashley is the one that comes from an extremely rich family. When I say an extremely rich family, I mean rich, the one where it's just like, do you really need to be that rich in life? Like, you know, the one where she does not know how much milk costs. That's how rich she is. Like, I don't think she even does her own groceries because she has people that do that for her. That is how insanely rich she is. Yes, bakhona labo bantu South Africa. I was very shocked when I found out that people like that actually exist. So now while getting ready and everything, and just when we were about to leave, she literally asked us and she's like, girls, do you guys think we'll need security today? Like, what do you mean sitting and security? What about security are we gonna need about? Like, so we're like, no, we're not gonna need it, we're just going for dinner, dog, and we're just also after that we're just going out and all of that. So she's like, oh, okay, I'm just asking in case any of y'all maybe feel unsafe, you know, because we're going out and all of that. And I don't, like, I'm not mocking her voice or anything like that, but that's just genuinely how she speaks. And so no, we decided that no, we're not gonna need any security going out or anything like that, you know. We're gonna hold it down. Ashley doesn't know what it's like to eat the same food over and over. Brittany knows what it's like to eat the same food over and over, so that's okay. And so now Leah is in my gang. Leah is the one who, we come from a middle class, we, you know, those type of kids. So we go for dinner to Bezos, and when we get to Bezos, guys, please tell me why we are ordering champagne, we're having a good time with the girlies. Like, the girlies are having a really, really good time. And then Ashley is like to all of us, no, after here, I'm thinking we hit Rockets in Bryanston. Now, Rockets in Bryanston is a bit far from Bezos, and we're like, oh, okay, but let's drop the car off first, because if we don't drop off the car, we're gonna have problems, because Rockets is just like going to a club. If we get to the club and things happen, who is gonna drive back? Do you get me? Now, all of us are agreeing. Ashley, I think, no, guys, I feel safer if I drive, because I don't have a driver available on standby right now to pick us up from my place and take us to Rockets. In my head, I'm thinking we could just catch an Uber, you know, just like normal people. Let's just catch an Uber. So we end up not arguing with her, and we agree that no, it's fine, we're going to drive. And she says that she's going to drive. Mind you, she is those type of girls that are really heavy on drinking. Like, yo, she drinks. It gets to the point where we finish having our dinner, and then we pay, and then now it's time to go to Rockets. Guys, on our way to Rockets, we stop by her place, and she takes two Vivs. She's holding the two Vivs, and then she's like, no, it's fine, guys, now we can go. Mind you, where we are going, it's not like they allow alcohol inside. We're going to have to leave the alcohol in the car. So I don't understand, why are we taking the two Vivs in the first place? But we let her be, take the two Vivs, and we dip. Kesana, girl decides that she is still going to be driving. And one thing about it, she tells us that she's going to be driving. Mind you, of everyone there, she's had the most amount of alcohol. She is the one who is, you can tell, but she is tipsy, but she's not going to admit it, because she thinks everything is cool and everything is fine on her side. So we let her be, basically. So girl gets back into the car, and girl is the one driving, right? So we leave the estate that she lives in, and literally just after we leave, she stops the car and she asks to open the bottle. She opens the bottle of Viv, guys, and she downs it. You know what downing is? Guys, I've never been so scared in my life for someone just drinking. And we even tell her, we're like, girl, slow down. Like, yini inkinga. Why are you drinking so much? In this moment, we're literally asking her, please slow down, girl. Mind you, utshwala budala kunathi akekho la olingana notshwala. Angeke futhi awusoze futhi walingana notshwala. I'm a girl is like, no, don't worry, I got this. I know my own tolerance. I know when to stop. And once she says that, there's nothing that you can say to change her mind. Girl downs it, and then she says, let's go. Guys, we join the freeway. When we join the freeway, immediately from the last lane all the way to the fastest lane, we said we didn't stop the cars. We didn't, indicate to say straight to the last lane, from the first lane to the last lane. Guys, my heart at that time, mind you, she does like racing from time to time. So she is very aware with the car. Like, she knows how to drive. She's a very good driver, I'm not gonna lie. But now our problem is, Miss Girl has had some to drink. Is it even safe? We're driving, and we get to the part where we have to off ramp, right? We have to off ramp and thingy. So when she off ramps, she steps on it. I'm telling you, someone is driving on 120 at an off ramp. There's cops there. Sana, when I tell you, those cops, I've never seen cops stopping us as fast, like fast, quick in the hurry. Those cops stopped us. And what did she do? She stopped the car. See, from that moment, I knew that it's time to call our parents, because Ngati, it is going to be a long night. Mind you, it is a Friday, and we had plans for the weekend, but it looks like all of those plans have come to an end at this point. The cops stop her. Immediately when the cops stop her, two of them come by us, and then they ask her to take down her window. Firstly, I'm not understanding why it took her so long to take down her window. Like, we're egg took it. I'm so confused. She takes down her window, and they talk to her. And so one of them was speaking in, I don't know whether it's Sutu or Pedi, and she's like to them, I'm sorry, but I don't understand what you're saying. It's either you're going to speak to me in English or Siaye Kalento. And she says that in Xhosa. I say, Yeah, kuyabheda-ke manje. I'm thinking, but anginayo mini lawyer. Personally, I don't even have a lawyer. I've got no money to my name for anyone to represent me when I get to court, because clearly that's the only place we are going to right now. Hi, the guy is like to her, "You are so rude. Can we have your license?" And then they go take that blower thing that she has to blow into. And I knew, Zishubile, it is about to go down kengoku. So they get the blowing thing and then they ask her to blow. Mugel gives them a run around just for the blow. She first asks them, "Did you guys sterilize this thing? Is this clean? How do I know that I'm not gonna get..." Hey, my sister, we are in trouble and you're still asking about hygiene. Swami, when you do not respect us, in fact, because what do you mean you're still asking about hygiene, yet we are in trouble? And you can see we're not driving at the, firstly, we're not driving at the speed limit that we're supposed to be driving at. Secondly, you are highly intoxicated. Mind you, when they went to go get the breathalyzer thing, she literally took the Viv and she took a sip. I'm like, this girl, like, yo. So now the cops are like to her, they ask her to step out, and she's like, no, she doesn't want to step out. Immediately when they tell her to step out of the car, she's like to them, "Do you even know who I am for you to just stop me in the middle of the road and tell me to do 1 2 1 2?" I'm like, Siswami, this is not the time to be showing them your father's certificates and your certificates and your achievement. This is not the time right now. It's saying jeans, it's like babies. Yo, my heart at that point was pounding. Mind you, she's so calm. She is so relaxed, and we are on our phones and we are literally texting her big sister and we're like, "Listen, this is the situation, 1 2 1." The sister's not picking up the phone. Nowhere to be found, the sister.
Guys, nani iphi umuntu endibetha and better because I broke up with her because she cheated on me. Nani iphi. So this was in this happened a couple of years ago, right? But me and this person met when I was in grade 10, right? But when I was in grade 10, this person was in matric. Yes. When I was in grade 10, this person was in matric. So now, fast forward way to when I'm in grade 11, now this person has their own place, you know? Yes. So now, obviously, I would sleep over. So you can do whatever you want. You want to sleep over, go sleep over. And that was my case even in high school. And also, my mom trusted me that much, so it didn't matter. So, like, I'd go sleep over, you know? Come on, it's nice. And then fast forward to us now, we've dated for like 3 years now. And now I'm working, right? Now after matric for me, now I'm working. But I was earning more than she was, and then there were those dynamics around that, right? But yeah, so Ngok at this point, since we both earning and stuff, so I didn't mind, like, I would spend most of my time paying her, so I didn't mind like chipping in, buying groceries, buying that. Like, I didn't mind because I only go home like maybe for 2 days or a day or like 3 days. So nyani ndifike phayana, okay, no, obviously ndihlala phamos, but ndiyamane ndiyabona man apha endlini uba weird, man. Like, it's so not weird, like ebe right yena shem uyakwazi uchita uyakwazi uchita, but and man and mon ba kukho into off, man. Like, for instance, wayengayisayitshaji ifowuni yakhe, like xa kuzolalwa wayitshaja ekuseni and stuff like that. Like, phone the adapter that was near the bed was near me, so if you were charging your phone you would just put it like on my side of the bed, not side of the bed, like bed stand, right? Fine. And then this one time ifoni yakhe nyani ifaka phansi komqamelo, ifoni ekuthu ifaka phansi komqamelo, ndayiqaphela ngaloo mini uba khona into wayo apha. So this one time ke ngoku yabo ifoni yakhe ikuthu, and then walaliswa yile nto uba ifoni yakhe ikuthu, yabo. So I was like, hayi man, asoze kaloku, yabo. So alale ke. So ngoku silele, I'm watching TikTok. Obviously, like, I'm uneasy ngoku apha endlini because I can see it's so weird. And then this one time, not okay, on that day, alale ke, but ndiyambona uba ulele like gone. Ndimane ndisithi isandla sakhe siwe. Phone yakhe Samsung is like these big Samsungs, but yayivula nge-fingerprint, yabo. So nandiqonda, I don't even know which hand it is, yabo, but I remembered that yeah, she's left-handed. Was she? I don't remember which two, but I knew at that time like wow, which side of her hand she uses the most, yabo. Guys, so I put my hand under the pillow. Xa nithi phone ku 2%, ndaqonda. So ngoku ku 2% because I want to go through the phone. Kum is like it's gonna die while I'm going through it. So let me put it in the charger, right? So ndiyifake echarging. Isandla sakhe undigonile mos eliqala. So I was like, let me try with this hand. Ndibeke umnwe ivuleke ifone. Cha yangcola nale phone. La nto ye-padlock. Oh, I was so pissed. Inhliziyo yami, I'm shaking, guys. While ndiyenza le nto andikavuli nix, I'm shaking. Ndiyivule ifone. And then I went to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is locked. Ndimbeke futhi umnwe. Xa nobubeka umnwe, ndiyamuva uyashukuma. Hayi kanti akavuki shem. Ndiwubeke umnwe uvuleke ifone. And then and then I go through the phone. Now, because this person has been my partner for a long time, there's as much tendencies like, firstly, mna nandi even a wallpaper, like I was everything, nandi wallpaper, nandi WhatsApp, don't know, so the first thing I checked, I pressed on a different chat that wasn't my chat. And figure wallpaper into my hand. I gonna but now I don't remember how. Oh, that specific chat was locked. Like there was one specific chat that was locked. So phezulu kubhalwe locked chat and I ayisukanga laa nto phaa phezulu yabo. Ndicofe key when beke umntu ivule ifone. Yo, I went through those things and I was like nandiqonda, mind you, nakule ndawo ke ngoku I was already doing a lot of things. So now ndiyabona noma nale ntombazana ibimane isiza apho when I go home, and I was just like, so ndithatha ifone yami ndiyenze i-screen recording, I mean ndithathe videos and stuff yabo, ndiphume cima ifone ndiyibuyisele phantsi komqamelo wakhe. Ngomso ke ngoku, ngomso ndinomsindo, but obviously I'm a grumpy person when I wake up, so I can't clock ekuseni yabo, nomsindo yabo, but ke ndivuke ndiqonde so I share. Where we used to live, I used to live with my best friend. My best friend used to live in the same apartment. Like, we helped her get a place. So, ndiye ku-best friend wam yabo, ndimxelele uba kwenzeka ntoni. Athi tsho mam, bethi ngathi awazi tsho mam, bethi ngathi awuyazi le nto. Ndaqonda utsho kum, buyele endlini. And then obviously like I acted normal. Ndamuza ke uba ulambile na, athi ewe. Ndimenzela i-cornflakes yabo, ndimnike. Xa ndimnika i-cornflakes uyandijonga uthi, babe, ubukhe wayitshaja isifone yam? Ndilibele, guys, ndilibele. Yandijonga athi, babe, ubukhe wayitshaja isifone yam? Ndithi mna khange nditshaje isifone yakho. Why? Athi yena, hayi, nothing. Ndiqonda ngisuka ndiphume kuye man, ayibo ndingenaphi. Ndiqhubeke ngento zam man, ngoku sendiyacula ke because ndifuna ufakela umoya uba ndi-right, but andikho right, kubuhlungu, kuyatshisa. Like everything, they pretend like everything is fine. Ndifike emsebenzini. Xa ndifike emsebenzini, netshomi yam ke ngoku, I used to work at the same place with my friend. Ngoku siyayithetha le nto mani, tshomi yam bethi ngathi awuboni tshomi, buyele endlini upheke futhi ube right. Ndaqonda andisakwazi ke ngoku, like I can't, yabo. Oh no, before ndiye emsebenzini, athi kum, and akayazi why ndimenza isibhanxa, because ifone yami ifone yakhe ibi-active ngo-3 AM, ulele ngo-8 yena, kutheni ifone yakhe ibi-active ngo-3 AM. Ndithi ke mna like, hayi ibi-active, andiyazi naloo nto, what do you mean? Athi ibi-active le phone, and mna ndilelise uba ibiku-2%, ndayifaka phantsi komqamelo. Ndambuza ke mna ke, uyifakela ntoni phantsi komqamelo if ilow? Why ungayitshaji ifone? What? Xoleni guys man. And then obviously fast forward ndiye emsebenzini. Fika emsebenzini tshomi yam endiqala uba bethi ngathi awuboni tshomi, qona and like I can't, yabo. Sendele yonke into ke mna ke ndisendele yonke into, ndimxelele futhi. Now one thing about me, if I'm done with you, I'm done with you for real. So ndimsendele izinto ke mna ke ndithi jonga, I'm done. But also I forgot to tell you guys that at this point in time ebeselahlekelwe ngumsebenzi yabo. So I was literally doing almost everything yabo. So ebelahlekelwe ngumsebenzi like that month, la month ebenditshitela ngayo walahlekelwa ngumsebenzi yabo. So okay fine yayiloo nto so ke ngoku xa sesihlukene wandixela yena uba yena ufuna ubuyela endlini so the apartment is mine ntonontoni akasayi like yabo ndabe ndiqonda utsho kuba because utsho kum I was doing everything anyways and I can afford it so utsho kubani igoduke intombazana yeva agoduke nyani ndiqonda naxesha lakho and ndabe ndiphume nyani guys ndabe ndiphume like ndiphume into yenyani ndabe ndiphumile kuye hayi nyani ixesha lihambe ke ngoku fast forward to like sometime after ndisemsebenzini I get a text what time are you knocking off nanimblokile but I think what text iphone ngasiswakhe what time am I knocking off ndaqonda yazi ntoni ne and then wathi yena no udinga uthetha she needs closure she's healed from what has happened she's healed from us breaking up so she just needs closure she needs to apologize like she just needs to talk to me and stuff yabo ndabe ndiqonda you know what but I don't really remember if I responded to the text or not but ke xa ndifika mna endlini mind you this was our apartment so obviously I don't even know how I didn't even clock it but wayenesitsixo bastard xa ndifika ndiyabona uba kulayitiwe yabo so ndiqonde so I used to work for a club at that time so there was like a competition at work so we won bottles yabo so I used the bottles for decoration endlini xa ndivula umnyango ekitchen kunebhotile ephelileyo guys niyayiqonda I finished la bhotile it was the Bombay bottle guys yayigcwele la bhotile like ndandingekayivula noyivula and also ndandingayiseli ke ejin so I was just like it's for people when they come and visit or something here guys ibhotile yejini Bombay iphelile ivalile ndiyayibona hleli ibhotile phezu kwetafile ndiqonda hayi ndangena endlini xa ndingena endlini ndivala umnyango emva kwam ndingene xa ndithi tshe nandiyahleli phaa ndingene ke mna ke ndiqonda hayi you know what ndibeke ibag phantsi ndithi molo athi molo hayi nyani so now I was seeing someone else now at this point in time because xesha lambili ude wagoduka this is now my place like you know we've shared like I've already paid for things like you know this is now my apartment and like what are you doing here you know and then nyana ahlale pha athi no we need to talk iqale kakuhle le nto we need to talk and iqanda okay talk atsho ke ba no it starts off with her saying she's sorry for everything she misses me she can't live without me you know and then now I put my phone on the couch xa ndiyilahlela ifone kanti izawulayita yabo xa ilayita iwallpaper yam nomntu wam omtsha kaloku yabo yho kanti ndimvuthele ayibone iwallpaper ndiye bathroom ndibuye xa ndibuye ifowuni yam iyaringa ibhale bani uzawubhala baby mos because ndinomntu wam omtsha bhale baby phone iringe xa ndithi ndiyoyiphendula ifowuni yam wandiqala zabe ndinga-appreciate ngakhona after everything that she's done for me in these 3 years andimboni mna ntononi ndaqonda intoni uyenzileyo like because we were please you dated a high school kid when you were done so you can't tell me izinto ozenzileyo if you bought me care packages at school and stuff so please don't bore me hayi nyani yangxola ke ngoku yashawutisa guys ngoku ndiyambona mani uba hayi bendicinga mhlawumbi uyisele nomntu le bhotile uyisele yedwa wayemnyango faka isiciko wasijija like faka isiciko wasijikisa kweli cala wathatha iphini betha lo wabetha isiciko saphukela ngaphakathi ngoku ndiva cum mna because I think uyaphuma ibuya igirl xa ibuya athi kum I appreciate wena thenkosi anibambe ngewashing anibethekise edongeni anibambe ngewashing guys anithi gu edongeni ngoku obviously I'm just like and guys I'm not even violent mna ndavele ndahleka like I was like and then wena wenza ntoni yabo so ndimsuse like ndakona ndimsusa kakuhle ndithi ntoni wena yabo andidla guys, wandidlakazelisa laa mntana, wandidlakazelisa sigqiba wathi, oh, wandipusha ke wandipusha wathi ndibethethe enkosi, ndibona ufuna undibetha. Guys, at this point, I'm so defeated because ndiyabona, like, even if bendifuna umbetha, ndiyabona uba unxilile ngoku, I can't do anything about it. Ndibethethe enkosi, ndiyabona ufuna undibetha mos, ndibethe. Ndaqonda so ndidika bra. Yabo, so ndimtshovele phaa like, yabo. So ngoku I'm going to fetch my keys at the back because ndifuna uphuma ngoku. Xa ndifaka isitixo sam asingeni, xa ndijonge ezantsi phukele isikhiya ngaphakathi, phuka isikhiya ngaphakathi, ndaqonda he zithini ngoku. And then athi kum, ndim angene ekamereni, yajijelisa ke ngoku. So aze kum andijijele ngefowuni yam. Guys, i-relationship yam isentsha, ndiqonda andifuni, like, isentsha, ndise-in love. Andijijelisa ifowuni yam because now my phone is ringing non-stop because obviously ndithe kumntu wam ndiyasuka emsebenzini ndizofika endlini. Ngoku umntu wam ucalculatile uba bekufanele uba sekasendlini akakafowuni uba ufike kakuhle, yabo. So that's why befowuna kangaka. So uyafowuna umntu wam kanintsi. Sajijelisana ke ngefowuni yam, yajijelisa, ayigqibele ithathile ifowuni yam, guys. Guys, that was my first big girl phone. Ndandithenge imali yam cash, yeva. Sajijelana ifowuni yam, sijijelana. And then ayigqibele kuyo ifowuni yam, ayibamba ifowuni yam, athi kum, boya ayifuna le phone, uzakhula unxiba ipijama ungena apha ebhedini. Utsho engena ebhedini, uba uyayifuna le phone, qonda, bawo uzayiphendula le phone. And angayiphendula up, the person I was dating at the time wayengayithathi nonsense. Ndandiqonda, ndizawulahlwa apha, yeva. Athi khula unxiba ipijama, andikhuphele ipijama, azibeke phakathi, khula unxiba ipijama ungene ebhedini, silale. Ndaqonda kumntu etheni lo. Guys, waqina, yeva, ndatshintsha ke nam unxiba ipijama. Ngoku ndiyabona, like, now she's saying stupid things like, block this girl, mfowunele umxelele uba usamfuni, mfowunele. Ndaqonda hayi kaloku sowuphamene ngoku uphamene nyhani, ziyakushiya nyhani, yabo. Ngoku I'm no longer cooperating ke ngoku siphinde siyayilwela ifowuni, guys. Sayilwela ifowuni, wayithatha ifowuni yam wayigibisela etoilet. So gqiba wandibamba kanje, wandibamba uba ndingayikhuphi rhobu ifowuni yam ihlale like for some time. Sabezo part 2.
But when I was about to take a nap, then I remembered that some of y'all are bullying me into telling y'all a story time. So slap with a quick story. Okay, let's go. So there was this lady, right? This is actually a sad one. There was this lady. She was married to her man. But when I'm saying married, I'm talking about like lobola, half price vibes, you know, when someone, maybe your family said they want 20K and then he pays 5K, you know, to bambisa. Okay, cool. So he bambisad, and then they started keeping, like, staying together, cohabitating. And then while they were living together, then everything was good. The man was working, the lady was a stay-at-home, you know, taking care of the kids and all of that. And then the man found a better job, you know. Let's say he was working as a general worker and then he got a bit of an increase. So when he got a bit of an increase, boy started being all over, you know, knowing people personally. So now people personally in a way where he started like doing, you know, late evening dinners with some of the colleagues, you know, for meetings, you know, and weird stuff. And his position was not a position where he would be doing meetings. It was not like that, you know, high of a position. Okay, cool, fine. Then the woman started suspecting, bye, sana, wangatila, situ, yabon. So, okay, fine. She was like, no, I'm not gonna, you know, pay too much attention to it. And then her mother, the wife's mother, was not feeling well, so she had to travel back home. She traveled with the kids, Baham. It's school holidays, so they went there and they stayed for a bit of time. When she came back, right, she came back home. Okay, the house is normal. Nothing is like, you know, looking like something mischievous was happening. So she just comes in, you know, gets into her house, makes dinner for the family, prepares for the kids because they have to go back to school and get everything ready. Right? Then after she does that, okay, fine, she takes a shower, she's getting ready for her man, her man, you know. I shop, she gets ready, she gets herself ready to be in the mood to do the things that the adults do when they are married. Once they get into the bed, it gets hot and lovely, and they start doing their thing. As you know, your man, he touches you, you touch him, the things happen. Life is lovely. They're having fun. Ay, babangena, 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 babangena. They go to bed, they sleep. And she says while she's sleeping, something tells her, wake up. And when she wakes up, she takes off her pillow. Like, it tells her, like, remove the pillow that you're sleeping on. When she removed the pillow, she finds one of those, like, long lizards, the weird ones. Usually they brown in color. I don't know, in Pretoria we call them chikaringaka. She finds a chikaringaka under her pillow. Yeah, sorry. So she finds a chikaringaka under her pillow. After she finds the chikaringaka, of course she jumped. She's like, yay! And then she panicked, and then they managed to kill it. Fine. Life moves on. She goes back to bed. She sleeps. She wakes up in the morning. She starts feeling cramps as if she's about to go on to her periods. Okay, cool. She tells her man, Uguti, I need to go buy some pads. I just came back. Of course, I don't have pads. So she went to get some pads, and then after that, she just, she chills. And then she cleans her house, making sure that everything is clean. But she's apparently, when she was cleaning the house, she found like some weird green stuff in like weird corners. Like, for example, in the cupboards, when she was removing clothes, she would find green stuff in the cupboards, even in wardrobe cupboards, and then also in the kitchen and all of that. And then she was just like, maybe, things, because I've been away for a long time, maybe there's some things that are just lying down in the cupboards because I haven't been cleaning. You know what I mean? Yeah. So then after she does her cleaning spree, handy, when a lavender, when a this, when a that, eye sharp. Then the period pains are still persistent. So she goes to the bathroom, she finds a good size shame. It's that time of the month, but it's not her date, which was a bit confusing for her. Then when she went, okay, fine, she obviously put on a pad, and then she went about her day. First day, okay, fine, it's a normal period. The next day, she wakes up in a pool of blood. A pool, an ocean. She obviously panics, but she thinks, okay, maybe it's a heavy flow. Sometimes on day one, some things happen, but it was ridiculous. Cool, she goes to the bathroom, she cleans herself up, she cleans the place where she spilled, obviously, and then she gets dressed. Apparently from that day on, like, her bleeding was hectic. So hectic that big clots were coming out of her, like big ones. Apparently when she was getting off a bed, like, they would fall like, hey, that's one match. When it's raining and it's like, yes, like big size, chicken liver size clots were coming out of her, and this is daily mtase. Okay, sharp. She starts panicking. They go to the doctor. The doctor's like, I can't see anything. Maybe your body's adjusting because you've been away. So maybe you'll go back to normal in a couple of, weeks or days or so on. So he gives her medication to hopefully stop the bleeding. Okay, cool. She goes back home. She says, the bleeding is not stopping. She's like, okay. She panics a bit, of course. The clots are still coming. The bleeding is coming, but now it's becoming more aggressive and more and more and more and more and more. Okay, fine. She's obviously panicking. It goes to a point where she's changing pads literally every 5 minutes because she stands up and it's like, wow. As if, when you open the tap and then the top of the tap falls off, those tabs, it falls off and it's like shwa, that kind of like shwa, and so she sits on the toilet, and even when she's sitting on the toilet, it's like a shwa, it doesn't stop. Goes to the hospital, zero assistance. So then obviously she's like, what, let me go shola by the traditional healer, because this is dramatic. This is very, very dramatic. I don't know this kind of thing. So she goes to Hlola and she hopefully wants help. And when she got to the first traditional healer, there was no help until they went to, apparently there's a lady who sees with a mirror. And when they checked the lady who sees with the mirror, they saw that Ukai, when Mama was away, Ukai actually came. Those ones, they'll say, look into the mirror, you'll see. So she looked into the mirror and she saw that there was a lady who came over. And that lady allegedly worked the room. Like, when she comes, she will not survive living in that house. And so from the time that she arrived, she bled and she bled and she bled. And so the healer was like, honestly speaking, I'm sad to tell you this news, but there's nothing that we can do. Like, I think you left it for too long. And so whatever that she did is now pretty much in action, and it's unstoppable. It's like a train that's moving fast without brakes. Imagine if her train didn't have brakes. The trauma. So that's the kind of image that she was given by the traditional healer, and he was just like, I can give you some muti to kind of like calm it down, but it's pretty much almost, in effective measures that we're taking, because already things are in movement. And so she apparently went back home, and it got to a point where she would just sit on a 20-liter bucket, and a couple of hours it will just be full. And after that, then obviously she doesn't live for long because you're losing blood daily, and she passed away. That's how she lost her life, because she loved a man, and the man was inconsiderate and never thought about his woman and the repercussions of bringing particularly a woman back home to your beds. Is it a matrimonial bed? I don't know, the bed of the marriage. Are you mad? So guys, it's making me angry, but yeah, the poor lady lost her life like that, and the kids lost a mother just like that because of umuntu ozicabangela yedwa. Men sometimes boards. I hope that will hold you guys as far as my story time, and if I see you guys engaging with this one, I'll bring you the tea. Okay, follow me. Bye bye.
Hi guys, so I'm back with another story time. Guys, there's this black cloud of a woman, Maria. She's so mean and miserable, it's so crazy. So this girl name, like my friend Kia has a boyfriend. The boyfriend is GK, right? So they always go to the gym together, it will be lively and stuff. And then this mean girl, let's call her Tando, she'd always like ask the guy for help. Mind you, there are other guys in there are other girls. She'd specifically go to GK and ask him for help. Oh, can you help me with this? Can you show me how to do this? No. Mind you, she's been going to the gym for a very long time. So Jiki, she's incompetent. Okay, sharp. My friend obviously talks to GK, who I will and step away, because she doesn't know who Tando. So there's no way I can call Tando, right, sharp. So then Chapo, Tando like just starts doing extra things. Like she starts micro-bullying my friend, guys. Like genuinely, like this one time my friend is just sitting there in the mirror. And she's just sitting, what the hell? She's gymming in front of the mirror, and then this girl like takes her mat and puts it in front of my friend. So it's like my friend can't see her reflection anymore while she's gymming. And my friend's like, hi, no, can you please move over? Because I want to see myself. Tando Gigas, I don't know. No, what do you mean no? So like my friend just keeps quiet, and she tells me, and like guys, I always like I wanna be there so bad every time like Tando's mean to my friend. Because one thing about me, guys, I have a smart mouth. I don't care how small I am. My mouth is very smart. So thing is, my friend used to go to the gym at 5 a.m. So I couldn't be there. Sharp. So this one day, this girl, now I go to the gym first, sharp. My friend comes to the gym later. Wait, I was at the gym, and then I'm like, Federa, Tando think I'm a Jimmy. And my friend's like, oh, I'm coming. She comes now, and then we gym now. So she came like 30 minutes after me. So which means I finished before her, right? So I had like 30 minutes to wait for my friend. So I'm waiting for my friend to finish gymming, and obviously we're talking while she's gymming and stuff. And then Tando tells her friend, she's like, yo, some people think like Jimmy is a place to socialize. They're out here talking, wah. So na ke mutli ke botsa ke ma ke chumi yaka, right? We call it yeah, right? So Kia tells me hore these girls are talking about us, and I'm like, what are they saying? Because nna guys Sizulu le sona sometimes if you nyaka mplesa ka Sizulu go nyaka bolela Sizulu khopela bolela le nna ntebeletse so ka matlhong go ke khone ho utlwa nka se utlwe le go bolela Sizulu au. So ba busy ba bolela, and I'm like, damn, o mongwe nana ke Jimmy Mmae. So I said that out loud. So then the bathomo to pompane and alchumi ha, she must come here and say no. And I'm like, shit, you can't be ugly and a bitch at the same time. I also said that out loud. But busy ba zoomile sharp. and then we just left because we were done, right? The next time my friend was there alone, I think, and then she was taking no. Yes, my friend was there alone. She was taking herself pictures in the mirror, and then that girl and I hope I'm pictures also high. But the next time when me and my friend were there together, she was taking pictures and she was making sure that my friend is in the frame. Like my friend kept moving and she kept on making sure that my friend is in the frame. And guys, every time I monitor this girl, one thing about me, I will make a mean comment. I'll look at your snacks. I don't care what reaction you're having. As long as you're not coming to me, then it's fine. And I get something, you will go to jail. And every time, like getting last week, Friday, I saw her and then obviously she's disgusting and weird looking. So I'm a little snacks. I'm just like, it's like, you're not me how about yo, and I'm thinking, oh damn, if I'm a child Sarafina, what are you still doing in school? Whilst I've school, mind you, she is old. Yo guys, she's so pathetic. Oh my gosh. And now I don't like people being mean to my friends, because like guys, especially this specific friend, she's such a sweet girly, guys. And if you are mean to me, I'd understand. I probably did something to you. So I would understand, but not to my little gum guys. What do you mean? Like, so that's why I don't like that girl. And like, I'm gonna keep looking at her snacks. I'm gonna high guy. And when they go if kengane when we era moskolong. We ran moskolong. What's a fet skolo win? Like, and like she's so and how movie was part the how movie so I get about that by Hakabali moving go okay, at least he'll not reason your water. Mahamubi. So no what the thing I can. And why she so mean? So now I just told my friend, oh, those girls are jealous of you because there's no way. Either because even if my friend is not with her man, she just wants to like do some weird things to her. Like, guys, bullying in uni. I'll pay fatigue. I'll some slapper. You.
Guys, tell me about a time where you trusted your instinct, followed your gut, or listened to the Holy Spirit and it really paid off. I'll go first. A few weeks before our wedding, my husband and I hired a nanny, and through an agent. These nanny agents. This was back in 2021. So we hired a nanny, and so the reason for hiring the nanny was, number one, I was going back to work in about a month's time, and number two, of course, because of the wedding planning and the events that were about to happen, we needed extra help. So went through an agency, hired the nanny, and I think on maybe day 3, I needed to drive home, which is about 45 minutes to an hour from where we stay. And I thought to myself, this would be an opportunity to leave her with the baby to see if she copes. Our child was about 5 months at the time. So, fine. Just before I leave, something just tells me, good girl, like I just have this uncomfortable feeling, right? And something just tells me, take a phone. So it's a phone that none of us use. It's an extra phone. Take that phone, put it in the sitting room and pretend as if you are charging it and just leave it on record. Not video record, just voice record. I wrestled with the feeling for a bit as I was getting ready, but it just kept getting louder and louder to say, just do it. So did that and I left. Later on, when I come back, everything seemed to be fine. I take the phone and I would now want to listen to the recording. As I'm listening, so this nanny was Tsonga, and I don't really hear Tsonga that well. So as I'm listening, I can tell that no man, let me wait for my husband to come back from work and we'll listen to the recording together, because some of the words I don't understand. So my husband comes back, and just before we go to bed, I tell him, I had this strange feeling. I decided to record while I was not around, and I hear she was talking to someone just as soon as I left, but she's talking in Tonga, so I can't really understand her. So I know you would understand her. So we listened to the recording. So while we're listening, my husband is translating as she's talking. But now I start to see my husband's demeanor change. Ne? And basically what was happening is as soon as I left, she called her cousin and was telling her cousin that she got a new job where she's working. She's been working for us for a few days. We seem like we are good people, and also we are getting, it seems like from what she's been hearing, we are getting married in a couple of weeks. But you know what, the husband, oh, he's such a hanko. Those sorts of things I hear here. And yeah, I think, this husband, uyangqhaza basically. And she goes on and on about how she likes my husband. And mind you, this lady is quite old. Not really old, but she's older than both me and my husband. And she's married. Well, that's what she had said to us. And she's talking about how on her weekend off, she's going to go to Omunyugogo and she's going to go get umuti wabafazi, something like that. And she's going to use that on my husband, or is it to apply on herself to look appealing to my husband? I don't know, but all I can remember is she was saying that she's going to go to Omunyugogo, get umuti wabafazi, and what she'll also do is she'll also make sure that when she's cleaning, she uses, she would wear like these traditional cloths, ne? And what she was saying while she was talking was that, while I'm cleaning, this is what I wear. I will do is I will not wear anything underneath in case an opportunity presents itself where it's just me and the husband, and I'll pretend as if that thing comes off and I'm naked underneath. But yeah, so basically this woman in just a few days saw my husband, liked my husband, and was planning to essentially remove me from the picture. Until this day, there's a lot of other things that happened, because my son woke up while she was on the phone and he was crying, and she was just shouting, "Hey, keep quiet, tola wena," in Tsonga, and saying all those sorts of things. And my son cried for like almost 30 minutes straight, and she was doing nothing, and she just continued being on the phone. So till this day, I think about how trusting my instinct or listening to the Holy Spirit on that day actually saved me my marriage before we even got married, because already Ugel had big plans. And just a simple thing, like I was getting ready, felt uncomfortable, and something just said to me, take this. That time, that phone we haven't used for months, probably even over a year. And for some reason, I thought about it, and that thing just said to me, take that phone. I didn't even have to look for it. It was as if I was guided to where the phone was. Take that phone and go and put it in the sitting room, pretend as if you are charging it, and just press record and leave. So tell me about a time where you trusted your instinct and it really paid off, like really, really paid off.
Guys, never, ever, ever, ever should you have to ever go to Groove broke, with no money, with nothing, hoping and praying that some good Samaritan of a man is going to just come up there, buy you alcohol, and not expect anything back. Never. Story time. Let's do this short story time. I promise you this one is very short, okay? So I think it was last year, one of my friends texted me on some, "Hey Neil, what are you busy with?" I'm like, "No, Chami, I'm doing nothing, I'm just chilling." Just like to me, "Oh, I think we should go to Groove." I'm like, "Yo, Jimmy, I'm broke, But in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm broke, but I have 250. So I'll probably just buy 3 brutal fruits, and then the remaining 50 rand will be to Uber back, like 4 the brutal, and then the remaining 50 rand will be for me to Uber back home, because really we're using Uber to go to the club." So now when we get to the club in question, I buy those 3 brutal fruits of mine, we start drinking. I think we got there at 10 o'clock. But around Boma 11, 20 past 11, we were like, there's no vibe. Literally, there was no vibe in that particular club. And mind you, I'm spending my last 200 rands on alcohol, So I need to have all the fun that I possibly can in this world. So she's like to me, let's go to that other club. So in the club that we were, you literally jump the road and then there's another club. Wabo? Okay, sharp. Plus, when we were busy discussing whether we should go to that club or not, this other guy that she knows, like, it's just a guy who went to school with, was like to her, I'm going to that club. If you guys come, you can chill with us. Wabo? Sharp. After about 30 minutes, that guy said that we decided to go to that club. But in my mind, I'm thinking to me, I don't have money. What are you going to drink? She's like, you worry too much. You worry too much. You got me. And people who have me by my side should never have to worry about alcohol. This is her talking. I'm like, oh, okay, sharp. But we pack our things. I finish up the brutal fruit that I was drinking. We go to the other club. When we got to that other club, the guy that said to us when we come there we can chill with them wasn't there anymore. So I take it maybe he went somewhere else. What? Highball. So when now we're supposed to buy alcohol, I buy one brutal fruit because I think I had like 70 something rands in my account at this point. Well, excluding the 50 rand for Uber bag. I buy the brutal fruit and then she also buy one Benini, and then we look at each other, we start drinking. Now our alcohol is finishing up, guys. We are literally just drinking this alcohol that's even hot at this point. And you know how brutal fruit finishes up quick? Like brutal fruit is just smaller than a glass of, And I'm like, how, show me? What's going on now? And literally this person said to me, I have money, don't worry, I got you. Now every guy that she looks at, like she's literally doing this to every guy, smiling, and I'm like, Wanyana, uzula chilata ice straw. I was literally so confused. Like, what you doing? Are you mad? You said you have coins, okay? So while we are busy chilling there, guys, guess what? This other Nigerian guy there's this other Nigerian guy that used to text me on Instagram. I think for the past year and a half, at that point in time, he has been texting me. I did notice that he was in my DMs, has been trying to get my attention. So he sees me at that club and then he calls me. So now when he calls me, he's like, what are you guys drinking? And I'm like, we are drinking, even I'm drinking brutal fruit, and he's like to me, are you okay? I'm like, no, you can just buy us tunya, and I wouldn't mind, guys. Like, I'm literally not used to asking men to do things for me, so I didn't even know what to say. I'm just saying whatever that comes to my mind first. And mind you, remember, the person they're in my body, they are kicking in. He's like, no, don't worry. I can buy you 6. Even I can buy you 12, since it's 2 of you. I can buy you 12 ice straw. But when I leave here, you'd have to live with me. Guys, I was so shocked. I was like, who says that? I was like, oh, okay. Okay, thank you so much, but it's fine. Our party's like, no, I'm 1, 2, 3. I'm like, no, I'm fine. He's like, okay, if you change your mind, we are sitting up there with my friend. Even like he's saying it with that, the Nigerian accent. If you change your mind, baby girl, we are just that size. You can come. I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. Let me just go chill with my friend. So my friend is asking me now, what's going on? I don't want to tell. She's like, girl, what's going on? Like, you can't go to a guy and you still can't come back with at least the tunya na yadi brutal fruit. You can't, what kind of a girl are you? I won't go out with you ever again because you can't use men. You won't go out with me ever again because I can't use men. Am I supposed to be able to use them? So now I start explaining to her because she's shouting at me. She's like, I start explaining to her what this particular guy said to me because I will end up fighting because of we are broke. And I'm like to her, no. He said that he can buy us 12 ice straw if only I agree to go with him home when it's time to go back. He's like, yo, Sana. Hibo, what kind of a man says that? Usually the men that she comes across don't even say that to her. But then she says to me, now, just agree. When it's time to leave, I will hold you like this. I will drag you. So we won't be going anywhere. You won't be going anywhere with him. I'm like, Jamie, oh, sure. She's like, yeah, trust me. Am I not your friend? I'm like, yes, you're my friend. She's like, no, don't worry. When it's time to go, I will drag you and we will live together. Hi, boy, okay, sharp. I call the Nigerian guy, he buys us alcohol, we start drinking, we like get drunk, I'm dancing, it's all fun and game. So now it was around 1:30. Now at the club they're starting to sing, they're starting to play those songs. If you're a club girly or the kind of songs that they play when you're about to leave, like when they're about to close, like Hambuyola, something like that. Now I'm starting to get super, honey. It started to kick in, this gigantic
black, scary Nigerian guy is waiting for me. Is waiting for me right across my table, Sana. Because I did drink his extra pair, so now he's waiting for me. So me and my friend decided, let's go to the toilet and discuss this thing properly. Or actually, how am I going to escape? I'm like, John, what do you mean we are going to the toilet to discuss it properly? Because you had said to me that you would just drag me, whatever that you said, and I agreed with you. She's like, hey, Chobelu, now you can see, let's just go to the toilet. Guys, you go to the toilet. You know, everybody's leaving at this point. She's like, let's go to the toilet and maybe hide from him until he leaves. Maybe possibly he will leave. And the person saw us, guys. We literally sat in that toilet for about 10 minutes. And now, when we went out of the toilet, immediately when we come out of the toilet, he's just there waiting for me. He's waiting for me. He's waiting for me, and he doesn't even want to back down. Now I look at my friend, guys, I'm shivering. Do you know the meaning of shivering? Have you guys ever been in that kind of a position before? You will know how to shiver. You will shiver like it's winter. That time is hot. I look at him, I look at my friend, I look at him, I look at my friend. My friend holds me like this and like, show me, let's go. He pulls me back. On some beautiful, where are you going now? Let's go together. Me, you, and my friends, and your friends. You know, guys, he's dragging me. You should have seen me. That time I'm wearing a short and a dress, a full face beat, like with a big wig. You know? So he pulls me by my hand there. I'm busy walking, following him. And when we get to the car, he's like, so it was me, him, my friend, and his friend also came with his car. So he's like to me, your friend should also go to the other car. She also drink ice, right? She should go to the other car and we'll be left alone, just the two of us in this car. Guys, I'm coming back with a part 2.
Guys, my family called a family meeting for me, and I feel like it's for the most dumbest reason I'm having. Like, so basically me and my cousin don't get along. Like, like we just don't get along. So this all started in 2012, imagine. So this one time, gate, right? Me and her are walking, and then there's this other long butler. Ne? So we're going there, and then we find the butler is locked. So we keep knocking. My grandmother's not opening. So I'm like, ka jump, and I'm like, it's another jump the gate. Ka jump a gate, and I can jump a gate. Can't the mama wait? Like she just parked her car now. Cause naka ashu. Washan, let's call it Litaba Ashula Washan. Yeah, mama Bali fetch jump a gate. Guys, I could hear her running. Aquatile. Yo, plus Kuka and Nagam Batu Matata Washina Banane. So Katanam Tasa Onoka Kuka, guys, Mama Kashulu, pen, for a condom pet. Guys, me olane. Sharp. After Mokuka is Bokuba, but no one, Sharp, I try la tabate. Mantibuya mo, but to a jadi Jonavan Jissity, you big span nieces of Conibarakel. Sharp. So, Kaznaka, Ukono Janama, Nakajadi, Pizka, Kilometrium. Sharpo, after more sharp, every kilometer guy on a tower on hello to my leg, Napila Elidin Tonyan Zabata at the time, Nalena and some of us with our other cousins we eating. Harajamu Mutu Utula Dijo, and then I get mad. I forgot to read Narula. Atama Alan Talia Aran Nagatulity Dijo. Bampetelor Nagatulity Azanka di Tulagas Dijo said. The other time Nalena Rohan. Have some car. And Talia Honagmukil Bangira Bampet. Chap, la one of Gidlonia the Dinchine, Gidlo the Dinchi accumulate having one what is a no. This other time Nalena Rentera draw a bill homonat. Throwing a gone. Kamutsar drawing a guy sister. Arena, it's a cook I throwing a molloy. Uncle said about Kidimal, okay, Marno, but that's not the point though. Like, Sharpo, after that, like 2 weeks ago, she tells me, like, we're at my grandmother's house, and she's like, okay, listen, I'm going out. And then, like, she's sneaking out because my grandmother wouldn't allow her to go out. So she's like, please come open for me. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll wait in the dining room. Let's do movie. So my granny doesn't really mind how let's TV bush as long as Osamara says, TV. My granny never switches off the lights because safety reasons. So TV for the hey, I'm outside. Tennis come level. Metro one. Kuka shoot like she and Yoko one of Haratax when a cousin a mini skirt leather jacket got campus wayana. Utura brutal galeto. ka shaba ngwana ha o ke la mola ba bitsa bo malume ngwanyana ke a sena taba le bona a tsena ka montlong a tsere motele ne ke tshwara nkong ka tlhang ke go puma se fa tlhoka I'm better guys I'm better ka motho a nkong like she kept on conquering my head umputsa go motho konkela after mo shaba ba so ya ba lo re nna ba re nna ke re sa ngwana mong a ke tse fitlhile beng taba ba re clapile ba le ba babedi ba fetsa nkonka nna so ba mpile tsa family meeting ba re we will solve our problem but we are going to take it back to where it started nana guys mara witse guys family ya ka mara eng rate mara like yo mara ene nga swile ka mo forgive wa gafa o jana ma nna ba ntse sa di big so ntlola hambe